New insane RPG games coming out in 2025 and beyond. Like the video, and subscribe for more, thank you, and let's go!
For those who...
It's all right.
Lunka! Don't hurt her!
The Blood of the Dawnwalker is the new game by the director of The Witcher 3. He left CD Projekt Red and is now creating a whole new game. The new studio is Rebel Wolves. They promise us to develop a AA game with the quality of a AAA. If you don't know, that's about how much money will be used in the development, and let's be honest, he knows how to make games. It'll be set in immersive open world filled with vampires, and in some moment, the protagonist will be also a half vampire. What makes it even more interesting? The gameplay will be fluid and with a lot of possibilities, and like The Witcher, you choose the destiny of the world by your decisions. What is always interesting when you want to replay the game. It's coming out to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Microsoft Windows, with no release date yet.
For all of you.
Don't they? Living it up with the common folk every single night. On a day-to-day basis, I'd say the true hero is me, someone who's breaking new ground with fruit.
Fable is the returning of the famous RPG series from Xbox games. The new game will be a sort of reboot, but with the same style and personality it seems, and it's being developed by Playground Games. Fable 2026 is going to be set in a fantasy world filled with different creatures from fairy tales, set in a third-person camera, with different gameplay styles. It's a game that your choices changes the events and story of the game, like the classic ones. If you played the original Fable games, I think you are at least curious about this one, so know that it's coming out in some moment of 2026 to Xbox Series X and S, and Windows, but PS5 may be confirmed in the future.
One moment.
This is awkward.
I have seen the miracles you so claim. Desolate land needs a sprinkle of madness.
Remember, no matter what happens, we did not betray this world.
Ballad of Antara is an upcoming fantasy action RPG set in a fanciful and magical world with a fast-paced and fluid combat style. It's being developed by Tipsworks Studio, and in the game you shall embark on a perilous journey, seek out colossal divine creatures and recover lost and distorted essences, set in a sort of open land with challenging enemies and powerful bosses. The game will be a single player, but you can also play in co-op, so for those who likes to play with friends, this one looks very good, and it's coming out in some moment of 2025 to PlayStation 5 and Microsoft Windows.
This shall not fall into your treacherous hands.
Wayward emissaries, grant us the forgotten miracles. Rain fire
From the towering shadows, vanished into the mist.
Wayward emissaries, grant us the forgotten...
The Elder Scrolls 6 is the new journey of the series after Skyrim, but we have no idea when it's coming out. It was announced with Starfield, so it means they're working in this game now, but when it shall be coming out we still don't know. It's being developed by Bethesda, and shall be released on Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and Windows.
Do you mean we're the only ones left?
Even if
Get ready.
Clair Obscur Expedition 33 is a new turn-based RPG with real-time mechanics and realistic graphics, and is being developed by Sandfall Interactive. Lead the members of Expedition 33 on their quest to destroy the Paintress so that she can never paint death again. The game features impressive visuals since the enemies, visual effects, and mainly the scenarios, all that looks really good. This is easily one of the most beautiful turn-based RPG I've ever seen, and it looks really promising in my opinion, so I'm looking forward to play it. It'll be released in April 24, 2025, and it's coming out to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Microsoft Windows.
Turn into a Levron.
Crimson Desert is a new massive open-world RPG. The game is being developed by Pearl Abyss Studio, from the same creators of the MMO Black Desert. Filled with lot of different mechanics, and with a fast and brutal combat style, looks like a mix of a action RPG with the gameplay of a hack-and-slash game. For those who enjoy titles like Assassin's Creed series, The Witcher, Zelda, and general action medieval games, I think you're going to enjoy this one, and it's coming out to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC in the end of 2025, but with no official release date yet.
a land soaked in blood by the battles of those who seek peace.
There are beings who brought chaos to province. The rifts they have created will return everything to nothingness.
Seeking out my Greymain comrades.
What I can tell you now is that this mission will restore the destruction.
只要我心不散，大唐就不会亡。
那就再唱下去吧。到底是人活进了戏里，还是戏本就因人而在？
为何执意要起兵戈之祸？
Project The Perceiver is a new action RPG developed by a Chinese studio, Paper Games. The game is extremely beautiful with insane graphics and impressive scenarios. It's planned to be released in 2025 or 2026, and will be released on PlayStation 5 and Windows. The game will be set in a big and immersive universe, which will be an open world. The combat of the game kinda resembles Sekiro, but with its own style. The combat is fast and fluid, with a special care for the animations of the protagonist and of the enemies too, especially the bosses. What even resembles Souls-like games, of so fluid it looks.
你来了。
《
The Relic First Guardian is an action RPG developed by Project Cloud Games. The game features a dark and dangerous world, with a beautiful graphic style and impressive environments. The gameplay is basically inspired in the Souls-like style, with a cadenced-paced combat system, kinda similar to the new Lords of the Fallen, but faster, with different creatures as enemies, all looking really good. The game, as any other Souls-like, will have huge and immersive boss fights with great and inspiring soundtracks, and I must say that it looks good, but to really play the game we'll need to wait until some moment of 2025, and is coming out to Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and PC.
Just run away.
Phantom Blade Zero is a new fast-paced action RPG game, and all the videos and gameplays of the game looks absolutely mind-blowing. It's being developed by the Studio S game, and in the game we see some inspirations in Souls-like game, since the gameplay style, to the boss fights, but the game won't be exactly a Souls-like. The graphics looks really awesome, and will surely be a great game when it's released. We still don't know when the game is coming out, but in a new trailer they said that the release date is going to be announced in 2025, so I believe the game is coming out in 2026 or later, and it's coming out to PlayStation 5 and Windows.
Everyone wears a mask. You too. This is a real face.
He let you live? What secret did you sell him?
We begin by hearing an old, wise-sounding voice. And we see a quiet, peaceful setting. This will make our game seem big and important. Something must break the serenity. Will this creature be in the game? No. Say goodbye to it forever. Suddenly, and for no reason, people running.
The Outer Worlds 2 is a new sci-fi FPS RPG, and will obviously be a sequel to the first game, and it's again being developed by Obsidian Entertainment. We know that the Obsidian released Avowed this year, and now they're surely working on the development of the Outer Worlds 2, and it's probably going to be in the same style of the original game, a fun open-world adventure. The game has no release date yet, and it's confirmed to Xbox Series X and S, Windows, and PlayStation 5, so if you played the first one on PlayStation and thought that the second wouldn't be there, yes, it will.
And like all good sequels, we've included everything that should have been in the first game. More action. More weapons. And more graphics.
Clear. The gift changes you, slowly consuming every little part of your humanity. You never know you are a monster until someone comes to slay you.
Wuchang Fallen Feathers is a new Souls-like game, with impressive scenarios and graphics, and the game is being developed by a studio called Lean Z. For the people who likes action RPG will be looking forward to this new one, cause it looks great. It's set in the land of Shu during the dark and tumultuous late Ming dynasty, with humans fighting for power and insane creatures. Looks really good, and it's coming out to Xbox Series X and S, PS5 and PC in some moment of 2025.
Kindness. Take the easy times what shape us, nay. 'Tis how we rise to face the hard times what does that for us. Forgive me, daughter. 'Twere my only choice.
I shall be the bringer of salvation.
The Witcher 4 is finally the new adventure of this beloved series. The game is being developed by the studio CD Projekt Red, just like the other games of the series, and is coming out probably in 2026 or later to Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and Windows. The series is known for being an extremely immersive and massive RPG series, with hours and hours of content with a lot of quality. This new experience will be set after The Witcher 3, but the difference here is that the protagonist won't be Geralt anymore, but Ciri, an important character of the third game. Borderlands 4 is the new adventure of the most acclaimed looter-shooter series. It's an FPS series with some RPG mechanics, and it's being developed by Gearbox Software. If you've never played some game of the series, it's a fun and unique FPS experience with quirky characters and a very fun progression, especially if you play with some friends. This promises to be the greatest Borderland experience. The series is known for being unique and really fun, and this new game is coming out in September 23, 2025 to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, Nintendo Switch 2, and Microsoft Windows.
Far too long.
Oh, my forever friend. Help me to hold your hand and dance.
You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you?
How can it be winter all of a sudden?
I'm sorry. You want to know the year? What a pleasure to meet a stalker worthy.
Lies of P Overture is a DLC to the game Lies of P. That's an excellent Souls-like game, set in a dark version of the universe of Pinocchio. The original game features a good gameplay and insane boss fights, so if you like Souls-like games, you should play it. The DLC will bring a new part to the story, with new stages, new weapons, new enemies and of course, new bosses. The game is being developed by the studio Neowiz, a studio that delivered an insane game with the original Lies of P, so I'm really curious to see this DLC, and it's coming out to Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, PS4, PS5, Windows, and Mac in summer of 2025.
close, not even my life. I swear I won't be late. Not again.
Legendary. She stepped up only because no one else could. Too many stalkers were lost to that evil.
Knight Silksong is the sequel of the acclaimed original game. To be honest, this game was announced a long time ago, but no, it wasn't cancelled. So in the Nintendo Direct, the game was finally confirmed to 2025, but with no date yet. The game is being developed by the studio Team Cherry, just like the original game. And it's coming out to Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 4 and 5, Nintendo Switch 1 and 2, and PC. The game will be set in the same style of the original game, a 2D hardcore Metroidvania with extreme quality and originality, a fluid but simple gameplay, yet hard and stylish. The graphics of the game are insane, set in a dark universe with a lot of charisma and personality.
Spell has turned steel to stone and left her army unmatched. Only you can wield the hammer of the gods and bend steel to your will.
Blades of Fire is a new medieval action-adventure game coming out still in 2025. The game is being developed by the studio Mercury Steam and will be released in May 22, 2025 to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Windows. Join Aaron de Lira, firstborn of the King's Ward, on a journey to find the real purpose of his fate. Develop your forging skills, craft a series of weapons to suit your style, and get ready to embrace a unique combat system as you take on Queen Neria's fierce enemies. The gameplay resembles a sort of Souls-like game, but looks really simple in the gameplay, just like the graphics too. Let's just hope the game surprises with a fun story and gameplay.
Forge your legend.
What could you possibly say? You're here to kill me.
No Rest for the Wicked is a unique and beautiful Souls-like with a stunning graphic style and is being developed by the same studio of Ori series, Moon Studio. It features a fluid and interesting gameplay with a different camera style from standard Souls-like games. It's played from a perspective of an upper camera with immersive scenarios and impressive and challenging boss fights. The game is on early access on Steam, but for now you can't really finish the game, so in case you really want to play it I recommend you to wait. But there's no release date for the final version, but is coming out to PC, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. Mandragora is a new mix of Metroidvania with Souls-like in an epic 2D adventure. It's being developed by the studio Primal Game Studio, and it's really close to be released in April 17th to PlayStation 5, Nintendo Switch, Microsoft Windows, and Xbox Series X and S. Slay your way in Mandragora, Whispers of the Witch Tree, an epic action RPG in a dark fantasy world. Battle monsters across a 40-plus hour story, master 6 unique classes, craft hundreds of useful items, and explore the secrets of an expansive, interconnected world. So if you're a fan of 2D games, and also action RPG games, this game looks really promising, and I really hope that it's as good as it looks.
This place crackles with ancient magic.
Entropy is within you.
We're all transferred to this academy for a very special reason. The complete and utter extermination who dares to threaten our beloved school's peace. During your time here, you happy few, will be molded into the perfect special... I've decided to designate them School Invaders. Oh, they are a violent and pernicious race. The enemy of...
The 100-line Last Defense Academy is a new anime-style adventure game. The demo version was really acclaimed, and now the full version of the game is finally coming out in April 23, 2025 to Nintendo Switch and Windows. Kazutaka Kodaka and Kotaro Uchikoshi join forces for the first time to deliver the ultimate adventure game. 15 students are tasked with defending a school from grotesque monsters for 100 days. Can they make it to the end? And will they survive long enough to uncover the truth? So if you like anime story games, this one promises to be great, and it isn't far to be released.
And go home alive, not just to ourselves, but to the people we care about too.
You think your damn heads in!
Let's kill them and make it
already, you filthy insect!
Damn freaks in nature!
Is that Hemo Anima?
Back to how it was again!
It's going. It just vanished.
Or your life is forfeit.
Pokemon Legends ZA is finally a new Pokemon adventure and will be a huge and massive JRPG experience for those who enjoys Pokemon, and it's being developed by Game Freak. Usually Pokemon is in its core the same thing: catch the Pokemons, battle, advance, evolve, and become the master. And here it's not different, but we'll see the old Pokemons, and also some new ones, what's always exciting. The game is going to be released in some moment of 2025, and as we know, it's a Nintendo series, so it'll be a Nintendo Switch exclusive, but there will probably be a Nintendo Switch 2 version improved in the future.
This game offers a style of Pokemon battling not seen in previous titles. Moves can have a longer or shorter reach, or different areas of effect. So choose your timing and positioning carefully to gain the upper hand. Lead your partner Pokemon through battles and dodge incoming attacks. Swap Pokemon if you need to and find the right moment to unleash a move. What's more, certain Pokemon can go beyond evolution by undergoing Mega Evolution. When a trainer's keystone resonates with the Mega Stone held by their Pokemon, the Pokemon will do more than just change shape.
Born of its raging expanse. They said he emerged out of the night, that he came out of the fright wastelands, shaped by depraved thoughts. A shadow followed him, riding on a horse as big as a dragon, his sword ablaze.
The Night Wanderer is an action RPG in the Souls-like style set in a unique world. The game promises to have a good and immersive story, and also scenarios, with a beautiful graphic style. It's being developed by Mighty Koi, and in the game we'll play as Wuchang, an elite soldier, and must find out what happened to a lost expedition headed for a mysterious, fantastical planet of medieval-like Midgard. The game features breathtaking graphics and environments, at least for what we can see of it so far, but to see the final version of the game we'll need to wait until it's out. But for now we don't have the release date, but it's coming out to PlayStation 5, Microsoft Windows, and Xbox Series X and S. That's the video guys, hope you liked it, thumbs up, subscribe for more, and thank you so much, so long.